afternoon and welcome to Castelletto di Branduzzo here in the north of Italy for the second round of the WSK Super Master Series. As you can see, the sun is shining. It's very different to yesterday when we had torrential rain. That put a dampener over most of the heat races, but the sun is shining. We've got a dry track and we're ready to go racing for our four finals here this afternoon. This is Ian Silvestrin bringing you the live commentary. Thank you for watching us live all across the world on wsk.it. In a few moments, we will get underway with the first of our four finals, the original kart direct drive 125cc World Championship category. It's going to be a screamer. The two pre-finals this morning were simply brilliant. In fact, the rain yesterday actually did the racing somewhat of a favour because with the track being so greasy, grip was at, well, let's say it wasn't at a premium, in fact. The karts were sliding everywhere. It was spectacular. You can see the karts on the grid. The mechanics trolley raced their way off the main straight. A tremendous atmosphere here in Italy. We're just a few moments away from the start of the second round of the series. Of course, the first round was held at Adria Karting Raceway at the end of January before moving to this very circuit. This is the Seven Lakes circuit. There is one of the Seven Lakes you just got a glimpse of. In 2 weeks' time, we go to La Conca Muro Lucchese World Circuit in southern Italy before concluding at the foot of Mount Vesuvius outside of Naples. This is a star-studded field. We will go through the grid for you shortly. A bit of a sensation with the reigning world champion, Petro Hiltbrand, not finishing the final. The Factory 201 Tony Kart, the green team, will have to have their honours upheld by the driver to the right of your screen. That is Clement Novalak. The British driver, however, on pole position to the left of your screen, the 2013 world champion, Tom Joyner. The Englishman leading the Zanardi Kart Charge. They have been a revelation in the early part of 2017. Joyner starting on pole position, 255. So Petro Hiltbrand, the reigning world champion, as we mentioned. It's going to make it very difficult for him to take out the 2017 series with a DNF in the pre-final, a non-start in the final. 34 drivers on the grid in front of you. This will be absolutely sensational. Thank you for watching us live all around the world. We know it's going to be a big year for the world of karting. To our friends in North America, many of you preparing for the SCUSA Winter Nats at the NOLA circuit. New Orleans in the United States, racing later on today. Hello to everyone watching us live in North America. We hope you have a great weekend over in the US, the same circuit that hosted the Rotax Max Grand Finals a few years ago. We know many of you watch each and every one of our WSK races live. This is the second round of the Super Master Series for 2017. The Zanardi Kart team, reborn for 2017 under the leadership of the legendary Dino Chiesa. In one of the heat races yesterday with Travisanuto, Ateki, Joyner, they finished 1, 2, 3. In fact, they actually finished 1, 2, 3, and 4 in one of the heats, with the pole sitter, the fastest qualifier, the German, Luca Lipkau as well. Luca didn't have the best run in the pre-final this morning. He starts this one on grid number 22. Well, the sun is shining, which is very different to yesterday. We had qualifying on a wet track on Friday evening. Luca Lipkau, the driver that we just spoke of, the German, took pole position. But it's his teammate Tom Joyner, the 2013 world champion, that will start this one on pole. That's 255, Perilla Power. That is a Nardi chassis. It's the same kart, not the actual same kart, but the same manufacturer that won the 2010-2011 World Championship with the Dutchman Nick de Vries. They've certainly had a brilliant start to 2017. Clement Novalak, he's fired up for 2017, the new season, winning the second pre-final. The best of the Green Machines, 204, born in Switzerland, but proudly an Englishman. Here's Clement, 2015 WSK Supermaster Series champion in the junior category. The 1 minute board goes up. We're about to get underway with the first of our 4 finals. You are watching live on WSK.it from Castelletto di Branduzzo, here about 80 kilometres south of Milan. Here we go. Get ready for this one. The 125cc engines are pushed into life on the start-finish straight. And we're about to get underway. 2 formation laps. And then we'll go green for 20 laps, 25 kilometres around this 1,256 metre circuit that was built 15 years ago. It's their 15-year anniversary. Back in 2002. Let's look at the grid. Joyner and Novalak. Dynamite David Vidalis joins Listopau on the second row of the grid. All KSM Schumacher, third row of the grid, Pavel Dontari, and the German David Schumacher. Lorenzo Travisanuto, the reigning Supermaster Series champion. He starts out of 7 alongside Finners, Finn Keneally in the Energy Kart, Carol Bash, Davide Lombardo, Rasmus Lin out of 11, then it's Colette, Svetsov, Blomqvist, Rosenfeld, Callum Bradshaw. Then it's Adamateki, another Zanardi kart, Petakov, the second Brazilian, Yusakov Vega, Artem Lobanenko, Luka Lipkow. Look, he's in grid number 22. He was the fastest qualifier on Friday night, but did not have a good run in the pre-final. Also, Semi Taufik, grid number 29. Last year's Supermaster Series champion in the junior class. The Moroccan with a lot of work to do. The 227 FA kart for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. The track is dry, but there's not a lot of Bridgestone rubber down on it thanks to the rain we've had in the last few days. They're desperately trying to get some heat into those tyres. Tom Joyner, the 2013 world champion. Rarely out of the top 5 in the last couple of years. And he's got a kart that is absolutely firing here this weekend. The Englishman on pole position. Novalak makes it an all-British front row of the grid. This is the final corner. They will round this curve onto the start-finish straight. We're ready to go green. Joyner leads it up to the line. Novalak will try and sweep around the outside of his countryman. Can't quite do it. David Vidalis, the Spaniard, slots up into second position. The Tony karts run 2-3 and David Schumacher makes it another green kart in position number 5. Joyner leads up the back straight for the first time. Vidalis, the Spaniard. They all get through the first lap relatively cleanly. This is the far part of the circuit. It looked as though Luka Lipkow was pushed out wide. The German from fastest qualifier on Friday night. It's not going too well for him so far, but he's got 19 and a half laps to make amends. Joyner leads it. The infield section. The hills toward Milan in the background. Joyner's not concerned about that. He's got 33 karts breathing down his neck. Led by the Spaniard Vidalis. His Tony Kart teammate, Clement Novalak. Uli Stapal, the Belgian for VDK Racing, up into 4th. Vidalis very close to the back of Joyner. This is down the back straight. Oh, up the inside, Vidalis. What a move by the Spaniard. David Vidales puts Joyner not only back to second, but back to third. Now the Zanardi kart is under pressure from Ulysse de Pauw. Watch David Schumacher. He thought about taking the Cosmic. He's got a good run on the exit. The bright green helmet off the German, though. He's going to lose out to his teammate, Pavel Tontori. Has gone through. The Finn takes the German. And now Lorenzo Travisanuto tries the inside. They're side by side. The Tony karts run 1 and 2. Vidales leads Novalak. The young Spaniard leading the young Brit. Of course, the vice world champion at the CIK FIA World Championships in Bahrain just 3 months ago. That was in the junior class. Down the inside. Nicely done by Clement Novalak. Vidales tries to follow him back. Tom Joyner, the Englishman from pole position, he's going to benefit because the Tony karts are fighting amongst themselves. Joyner, a very intelligent racer, he knows it. He's now got a bottleneck right behind him, led by Ulysse de Pauw. This is sensational stuff. The early laps of the OK final here at Castelletto di Branduzzo. Vidales from Novalak, albeit only just. Joyner, de Pauw, Tontori, up the inside. Novalak has gone through. Oh, a spin! Vidales is out. The Spaniard exits the race. Joyner up into second spot. Was there contact? Joyner looks around somewhat sheepishly, I might suggest. We'll leave that for others to decide. Oh, this is sensational. We've lost one of the front runners, and it's only lap 4. Vidales, the Spaniard, from the second row of the grid is out. Look at the replay. The two Tony karts side by side. That was a nice clean move. Was there contact? I'm not going to say, but you've got 2 eyes. Nevertheless, Novalak leads by 1.1 seconds. Joyner is in second position. Ulysse de Pauw, he's the beneficiary. He won the first round at Adria. Ulysse de Pauw, the BDK Racing Team driver. Of course, they've lost their junior world champion, Victor Martins, who has elected to go car racing. But what a replacement they've got in the young Belgian. Up the inside goes Travisanuto. They're going to be side by side. Look at the green helmets a little bit further back. That's David Schumacher, Finn Keneally, Davide Lombardo. Carol Bash, the 2015 world champion. He's just there in position 6. Trying to go with Travisanuto. The reigning WSK Supermaster Series champion. He won it last year with a different team, driving a green go-kart. He won the Winter Cup just a few weeks ago at Lonato in northern Italy. He's renewed, he's fired up for the new season, and why wouldn't he be? The Parilla Power Zanardi is working superbly on the few tracks that we've gone to so far this season. Indeed, look at that up the inside. Carol Bash tries to follow him through as well. Pavel Tontori, look at the green helmets. Davide Lombardo in the CRG goes past the Englishman. Finn Keneally. Down into turn number 3 and 4. An incident also for the first of the Brazilian drivers, Gianluca Petzakov. Let's recap. Vidales is out. We've also lost the Norwegian. Dennis will not be menacing anybody. Hauger is also a retirement. Travisanuto up the inside. Bash tries to follow through the other Cosmic kart. They're side by side. Awesome stuff. Tontori, the Finnish driver, David Schumacher, says to the 2015 world champion, move over, I'm coming through. This has been a brilliant performance for the young German. Certainly the best we've seen him drive in the last 6 or 12 months. And I can tell you, the under investigation board has come out for the drivers involved in that lap 3 incident, namely Joyner and Vidales. Novalak, no doubt, who is the leader. Joyner there on screen. A black cloud hangs over the Englishman. We'll leave that for others to decide at some other time, hopefully after the checkered flag. Trevisanuto makes it Zanardi carts in 2 and 3. Ulis Dupal, the Cosmic, is in 4 for VDK Racing. The KSM Schumacher Tony carts of Tontari and David Schumacher, 5th and 6th. Then it's the Cosmic of Carol Bash, the 2015 World Champion. So these are the leaders. Novalak, Joyner, Englishman run 1 and 2 here in Italy. Kyle Collette all over the back of Finn Keneally. Novalak a little bit wide that time. As Joyner, fastest lap of the race, he looks behind him. It's a long way back to his teammate, the Italian Lorenzo Trevisanuto. Then the Finn Paavo Tontari, a further second behind. That Zanardi kart looks superb, and Joyner's doing a brilliant job. Up the inside, he takes his countryman. Oh, he made that look all too easy. They get airborne over the bumps in the final few corners. Novalak back to second spot. Novalak, the traditional racing line. Tom Joyner, the 2013 World Champion. Well, he just drove down the inside and then drove away. We're back live. He's got 0.2 of a second. He makes an adjustment on that Perilla engine down the back part of the circuit. Just under 130 kilometres an hour here at the Seven Lakes Circuit, 80 kilometres south of Milan. This is the Lakeside Straight, and he is pulling away from his countryman, Clement Novalak. You can see it's about 5 kart lengths. 0.3 of a second. Then Trevisanuto, Tontari. Schumacher is still ahead of Bash. Ulis Dupal's been shuffled back to 7th. Ahead of Lombardo. There goes Finn Keneally, the energy kart. Keneally defensive. He has to, because right behind him is Luca Lipkau. Ahead of them, Caio Collet, the boy from Brazil, runs inside the top 10. Another Zanardi kart, Adam Ateki is in 12th ahead of Blomqvist, Naomi Lel, Shvetsov, Rosenfeld. Yunus is taken away. The mighty Moroccan super semi-Taufik from the back of the grid is now up into 19th. And Michael Rosina, his debut on the international scene, the CRG driver, doing a superb job to round out the 20. The gap last time was 0.3 of a second between Joyner and Novalak. You can see the green cart is losing touch. Tom Joyner, 48.950 last time round, blows the lead out to 0.6 of a second as Keneally goes defensive, trying to defend from the Russian Ivan Shvetsov at the end of the start-finish straight. Rasmus Lind goes through in the Ricardo kart, head of Ducati, Lobanenko, Morricone, Lomko, there's Simon Olens. Fastest lap of the race for Tom Joyner. The gap is now out to 0.7 of a second. Trevisanuto makes it Zanardi karts in 1 and 3. And it's still Englishman, first and second. There's Keneally, just going through at the bottom of your screen, ahead of Shvetsov and Rosenfeld, the 2 Russians. The crowd watching on. The abandoned kart of Hauger in foreground. Joyner looks behind him. Another fastest first sector. You can see 4th and 5th, the KSM Schumacher drivers. Tontari and Schumacher. David Schumacher. Well, certainly he's picked up form in 2017. Particularly since he's changed to his father's surname. Hello to Ralph watching on. Can't be here this weekend, but his boy doing a superb job as a couple of cars cut the circuit further back through the field. Didn't quite make out who that was. We'll let you know in a moment. Naomi Lel, one of the carts involved in that. Yes, David Schumacher, this has been superb performance. He is in position number 5. Has moved up from being a top 10 runner to a top 5 runner this weekend. And he's got the 2015 World Champion, Carol Bash, behind him. Davide Lombardo, the 250 CRG kart, he's in 7th. Head of Colette, the Sao Paulo star, is now into 8th spot. Luca Lipkow, the pole sitter, now inside the top 10. There's Travisanuto in 3rd. We go back to Tontari, Schumacher, Bash, Lombardo, Colette goes through, head of Ulysse Powell. There's Ivan Shvetsov. Eustace Yunusis has now got past Imka Nili, last year's junior European champion. 3/4 race distance, the gap out to 1.4 seconds between Tom Joyner in the Parilla-powered Zanardi kart and his countryman, Clement Novalak. Of course, Clement, as we mentioned, the 2015 Supermaster Series champion in the junior class. He was vice world champion also that year. He drifts it onto the start-finish straight. Englishman had a mixed year in 2016. Certainly, he's a different person in the new season. Much more aggressive, much more focused. And the results are paying off. He's in 2nd position behind his countryman Tom Joyner. This is the far part of the circuit. We have past 3/4 race distance. Schumacher goes through, head of Lombardo. Colette. There's Blomqvist, Milel, Ateki, Rosenfeld, Shvetsov. Rasmus Ling goes through, Lobanenko, the Russian, Eduardo Morricone, head of his countryman Alessandro De Cori, and Lev Lomko. Colette throws it sideways down into turn number 1. Spectacular from the Brazilian. He was 3rd in the Junior World Championships the same day, the same race that Clement Novalak finished 2nd on the podium at La Conca. Of course, that race was won by the American Logan Sargent. Tom Joyner, world champion in 2013. On the podium, winner of European Championship round 6. He missed the first round of this series because he elected to do KZ2, the gearbox class. Only his 3rd or 4th ever run in that category. Not really to his liking. He's come back to the original kart, direct drive class. And it's great to see he's out front and leading his countrymen. The British drivers run 1 and 2. 2.5 laps remaining between Joyner and the checkered flag. Travisanuto starting to catch Clement Novalak. Well, could they put on a Zanardi kart 1 and 2? It's not unheard of. Travisanuto is actually absolutely flying, and he's just taken 0.2 of a second out of the Englishman. Novalak is worried. He looked behind him on the back straight last time round. Airborne over the bumps into the final few corners. Tontari also catching. There he is. They've dropped off Carol Bash, who has finally got past David Schumacher. The German is in 6th ahead of Lombardo, Colette, De Pauw, and the Swede Isaac Blomqvist rounds out the 10. Théo Noué, the French driver, has just been shown the mechanical defect flag. He will join the list of retirements, including Schimpf, Yunusis, Yusuf Havega, Petakov, Maya, and of course Vidalis and Hauger on the opening few laps. We're counting down to the checkered flag though, 1.5 laps to go. They're not going to catch Tom Joyner. He is under investigation. We need to remind you of that. But he's on his way to taking the checkered flag. This is the final lap of the final here at Castelletto di Branduzzo. Tom Joyner, the Englishman. He's got a lead of almost 4 seconds over his countryman Clement Novalak. Will it be a British 1-2 or will it be a Zanardi kart 1 and 2? Travisanuto absolutely flying. Can he reel him in? That's the question. Only a few corners to go. They won't catch Car number 255, the Englishman, Tom Joyner, rounds the final few corners. The checkered flag comes out and he wins the second round of the Supermaster Series here at Castelletto di Branduzzo. Novalak across the line, he holds on just to take second place. Travisanuto was third, and the flying Finn, Paavo Tontari, storming home to just miss the podium by 0.079 of a second. Joyner has won. He's taken the checkered flag. He won it. He demolished the field, in fact, by 4.6 seconds over Clement Novalak. Let's take a look at a replay of the highlights. Did start off pole position. Novalak tried to sweep around the outside. Ulis de Pauw, the Belgian, had a good run early on, but did fade to finish in ninth, ahead of Blomqvist. Novalak did get into the lead, but it was the Zanardi kart as he fought with Tontari and Vidalis. And Tom Joyner that was the one on the move. This was the controversial point of the race. Vidalis spinning out of action. Joyner, well, he didn't probably really have anywhere to go. Nothing he could do about it except put his foot down and drive his own race. He is under investigation. We're waiting to update you with the official results. He got past his countryman. It was a brilliant performance regardless. That Zanardi kart super quick. An incident there with, looked like Noah Milel. Clement Novalak across the line in second position on the road. Joyner has won the race. He is under investigation. We will update you as soon as is possible. Novalak second, Travisanuto third. This is how they cross the line. The Union Jack will, in one way or another, fly on top of the podium here in Italy this afternoon. Joyner won the race by 4.6 seconds from Novalak, Travisanuto. Paavo Tontari just missing the podium by 0.07 of a second. Then it was Carol Bash. Good points for the pole, remember. Schumacher, a great drive to come home in P6. Davide Lombardo. Kyle Collette was 8th from de Pauw and Isaac Blomqvist. The non-finishers started with Schimpf, also Unusis, the two DR kart drivers. Also Yusuf Ovega, the driver from Cologne in Germany, not taking the checkered flag, along with the second Brazilian, Gianluca Petikov. A few retirements from incidents, along with Maya, Vidalis, Hauger and Noé, who was excluded for a mechanical defect. Stay with us on WSK.IT. We will have the podium presentation for you in a moment. Provisionally, Joyner has won the race. Regardless, it was a brilliant drive by the Englishman. Novalak second and Travisanuto crossed the line in third. a sensational race. It's not exactly the order we saw on the track, but a brilliant race. No doubt about the winner. He destroyed the field. Tom Joyner. Second place also from the United Kingdom, Clement Novalak. And taking third on the line from Finland, let's hear it for Paavo Tontari. The girls to present the third place trophy to the Finnish driver for KSM Schumacher Racing, Paavo Tontari. The second place trophy to the Englishman representing the Tony Kart Racing team, Clement Novalak. And the winner for Chiesa Corsa Nati Kart, the 2013 World Champion, Tom Joyner. The girls to present the magnificent Avio Milano timepieces to third place Pavio, second place Clement, and the winner Tom Joyner. As we stand by for the national anthem of the United Kingdom. The podium here for the OK Direct Drive. A quick word with our place getters. Third place on the line, a great weekend, Paavo Tontari. You really did deserve your place on the podium.
Thank you. Yeah, qualifying was not the easiest, but then in the heats we managed to come in the front, and yeah, now we're here.
Congratulations, Paavo. Clement Novalak, you seem like a new man for 2017. Very determined, very focused, very fired up. This is a good result.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a pretty tough start. Our teammates have been very competitive, but we came back with a second place today, and I'm looking forward to the next few rounds.
Congratulations. And Tom Joyner, Englishman 1 and 2, a sensational drive. I have to ask you, what did happen on lap 3 with David Vidales?
I mean, the start I didn't do very good, to be honest. Struggled a bit with the carburation the first couple of laps. Then these two started fighting a lot, like it was the last lap of the World Championship, and they touched a little bit going into there, and then I had nowhere to go, got pushed from behind. I'm sorry for Vidales that he spun round, but it was not intentional. After that, Clement got away, got my head down, and the chassis and the engine were both perfect today. We saw Lorenzo in the last race was strong in the Winter Cup as well, and in the first round, I think we're in a very strong place with the equipment at the moment. Hopefully we can have some more of this year.
Congratulations, Tom Joyner. Paavo Tontari third, Clement Novalak second, and the winner of the second round of the series, Tom Joyner. The KZ2 final in just a few moments.